not too far. I feel like we're so far.
We're a little far. Okay.
That's better.
Hi everyone, my name is Natalie and I'm here with the inventor of BLAFit. Her name is Dr. Mariam Bakhtiari. She is a TMJ specialist. We are board certified dentists with over 29 years of experience in TMJ, sleep apnea, and orthodontics. And with her knowledge, she discovered and created a facial exercise device because who better than Dr. Mariam knows about your facial structure and your facial muscles. And so you invented something that could help you prevent aging, or at least age gracefully, and give you a nice symmetrical face structure, a nice defined jawline, and plump lips, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So please, Dr. Mariam, tell us how many times do we have to use BLAFit a day to really achieve that nice chiseled, defined, toned look?
That was a good question and a hard question to answer. Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Mariam. First of all, let me just talk about BLAFit appliance for those of the people that are just watching for the first time. I created a device called BLAFit appliance. It looks like that. The resistant band is right here. So we measured how much weight does our facial muscle need in order to be able to work out and lift and plump from inner muscle area. So now going back, and when you use BLAFit appliance for 1 minute a day, we've proven that it will increase your lip muscle mass 14% in average. Some people had more, some people had a bit less. So in average, 14% lip muscle increase after 1 minute of a daily exercise of 30 seconds vertical, 30 seconds horizontal. We have proven clinically that that's how it's going to be. Everybody is different. My facial muscle, it differs from you. It all depends to what habits we have. Do we eat? Do we do exercises for our face? And our age. And I feel like there is no definite answer to that. You just have to you have to build up into it. So I would recommend for everybody that they start with 30 seconds of vertical, 30 seconds of horizontal, and next day just continue on a daily basis or 3 times a day, however one desires, and then you can just build on that and make it once in the morning, once at night, and then just see if that works. Make that 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. So it's like you go to the gym, right? There is no set formula how many squats you have to do, how many push-ups you're going to do, what weight you're going to put on your arm exercises or like lifting exercises. I don't know their name. It's just how you build up to the point that you feel like it's comfortable and it's not injuring you. But one thing that's very important, Natalie, is that almost every person that buys a BLA gets a consultation for free with us. That means you will be trained by us. We say 5 minutes, but usually it goes to 15 minutes.
15-20 minutes.
Yeah, 15-20 minutes in our lunch hours during the week we do this. And so most of our team members here are all certified and they know how to teach you how to use the BLAFit appliance. But the first come first, if you get Natalie, you're lucky because she is really trained in teaching you. And she always gets me out of the operating room to see if there's anything else that she can add on to what you need. But it's very important to be trained.
Yes.
Because facial area, it's a very, very vascular area. What I mean is there's tons of blood supply, nerve and artery pass throughout our face in every layer of our facial muscles. And we have to be trained how to use it. Otherwise, we can create headache. We can create jaw pain. If we are learning how to do it correctly, it not only makes your face more beautiful, lifts the face from inside out, but also it will increase your relaxation, parasympathetic nervous system, gives you a meditational type of a healing when you add the breath to it. So please, if you have a belly lip appliance or you're planning to buy it, we've put a little card inside the boxes just for you to know, because our old instructional booklets, we don't want to throw them all out because to conserve the universe. So we're just added a card in there that says congratulations, you have 5 minutes with us. And what we wanted to create is for you to know, okay, you can connect with us. Just email us, we'll organize a time. And before you start, let's start on the right path with the right leaders that could lead you on and what is a very good workout for you. Everybody's different. So I couldn't say 5 minutes for you, 1 minute for me.
Right.
Personally, I've been using it for now 3 years since the beginning, and all the trial and error was on me. I was doing it because I just wanted to make sure that it's something that I want my daughter to use and you use and my family members. So I started with 1 minute a day, and then you've seen, Natalie, there's days that you do 3 times the exercise for patients to show them, and I do the same, and it doesn't bother us at all. So you just have to build yourself up. If you do it correctly, there is no injury, and it's up to you how long you want to do it.
The way I like to put it is, if you go to a gym, a lot of us, if not most of us, we need a trainer to guide us and show us how to do the movements correctly. Yes. We may think we're doing the movement correctly, and then a trainer's like, oh, make this adjustment. Yeah. And then it feels so different.
Yes.
So I really like to, and from my past experience with a bunch of people that I've connected with over Zoom, I've learned that they've all been doing it wrong. I always usually go okay, they're usually oh, I've already been using it. I'm that's great. Can I take a look at how you do the movement? And it's usually incorrect, or there's some adjustments that can be made, especially with the horizontal one. So that's why it's so important for you to connect with us and get that 15-minute training, because then you can actually get the benefits that we're constantly talking about. And we don't want you to just throw this away. You're going to be well, that was $85 and it wasn't worth it. It did nothing for me. But if you know how to use it correctly, if you take advantage of your actual purchase and get the bang for your buck of what those $85 really encapsulates, which is connecting with us, being trained how to use it correctly, you will actually see that it's very beneficial. You'll see the results that you want, and you'll just actually feel a lot more content with your purchase.
It's actually, I will promise you, it's an $800 product that you're getting. It looks simple, but it's not simple. It does so much for you, from beauty all the way to relaxation, to treatment of your TMJ. And we had we had an Instagram live with Sylvia, pelvic _ jaw alignment, who she teaches 8 weeks courses on belly lip appliance, and teaches you how to relax from all the way from neck to your TMJ, and then increase the tightness in your pelvic floor, and if you have problems with that. So there's so much this will offer you, and it's not something that I just want to have people buy and just dispose it or not know how to use it. For me, this is what I always say my legacy is. I've treated so many hundreds of patients and helped them with their TMJ, and opened up airway for children, and gave them, allowed them to be able to breathe and get their underlying health disorder fixed. But belly lip appliance can reach and touch more people because it's more affordable. And for people that want the facial beauty, injections are not always the best way to do it. First, try non-invasively. Give yourself a month. When you're doing the exercises with belly lip appliance, you're actually lifting the facial muscles. There's several layers from underneath the bone that you touch. All the muscle from inside out is going to get more volume, and with doing the exercise, you're actually increasing circulation, increasing collagen formation, and your skin tone will change. So definitely, when you have it, connect with us, email us. Even if you bought it a year ago and now you're here and you don't know how to use it, or you've been using it incorrectly, even though we have a QRL code that it comes on the box now that has the instructions given, but I still think that it makes a huge difference for me to look at you and see exactly what you need and give you that exact training and formula of what to use and what to do.
Absolutely. And can you actually go ahead and demo for us what are those 2 exercises that Bella Lip Appliance looks like? Because
Sure.
you know, you look at the device and you're like, well, how does that actually work? So
Sure. So I'm going to start with vertical exercise. And the vertical exercise, the main reason you do this exercise is for the upper lip and the lower lip to add more volume. So if you have wrinkles that are here, it will push it from inside out, and to also lift the cheekbones, make your jawline more defined, tightens the neck muscles, the jowls, the area where you snore, because it loosens up. Your digastric muscle gets tightened up and it goes all the way to your neck. If you add the breath to it, and when you're doing it, the vertical exercise, as soon as I'm gonna use my upper and lower lip to move the arms together, I'm gonna shift my chin forward a bit. And the reason for that is right here is the major blood supplying nerve and artery. When we move the jaw forward, we're actually opening up that pathway. So if you have headache, migraine, or you're prone to have headache or migraine, or you have TMJ symptoms as well, you increase circulation, you can help that symptom. At the same time, you will increase circulation to your brain, you're less foggy and more sharp and more relaxed at the same time.
And I have one quick question. Oftentimes when I explain to users to always shift the jaw forward, some people may have issues doing that. Is there like a good tip that you can give us on like how do you shift the jaw forward?
So I would say practice before you even put the appliance in and go, just shift your chin, lower chin forward, outward. And when you do that, you feel engaging all the neck muscles. So these are exercises that in past yoga instructors that don't have a modality do. Now we're just adding a special resistant to this whole dynamic, so that we can actually pump and tighten the muscles in a very different way. So I would say 2 things that I would do. One is open your mouth and try to bring your lips together while your mouth is open. That just teaches you that's the way we're going to do. We're always having our mouth open. We don't want our teeth touching, and we want to bring the upper lip and lower lip only to move the arm together. The second thing is, before you do, make sure you know you have range of motion to be able to shift your chin forward, even if it's only 1 millimeter. Okay, now then we get the all together.
All right, let me bring the camera in a little closer so we can take a look.
And in all the exercises, for those of you that already have it, one thing we learned that you always want to hold that resistant arm at some point, either this way or this way, so that it doesn't move side to side, because for the beginners, your upper and lower lip is very weak. I am done this for a long time, so it's easier for me. Just the lips.
Oh, wow. You're just like the perfect example of a very healthy range of motion. Just take a look at how her neck muscles are very engaged in this vertical exercise as she shifts that jaw forward. And look at that definition of her jawline. Also, I'm not sure if you can hear her, but she's taking in deep breaths. So when she's in that closed position in this one, she's taking in a deep breath in from her nose. As she's opening back up, she's slowly exhaling through her mouth. But always make sure that when you take a deep breath in, it's from your nose. everything is slow and controlled. It's not about how many repetitions you can do. It's about how many of these reps you can do slowly, controlled, with good form.
My lip feels
She looks so
such,
great.
my lip is such a workout. So I just feel like if you guys look at my pictures from when I got married 24 years ago and compare it with today, my skin has better tone. I don't wear any makeup. Makeup, what I mean is I do wear a little bit blush, lipstick, and then curl my eyebrow. These are the three things I do. Eyelashes. Because my eyelashes are, and I'm not into putting the lash extension.
Oh, okay.
So, but I don't put any foundation, anything else, nothing else. And if I go to sun, I usually put a hat on. Somehow the sunscreen doesn't work on my skin. I feel like it clogs my pores, even the best of the best. So I don't use sunscreen, unfortunately, but I do wear like a bit blush. But what I want to say, if you look at my skin texture now versus 24 years ago, it is very different. And I know there's more multifactorial, but the last 3 years I've been demoing this. At 54, I don't have a jowl, and I feel like my lips are the same way that it was 24 years ago. It's not came downward. It hasn't lost its form, because our lips becomes very flat as we age. And even though I always had bigger lips, but I feel like my lips are still like vital. They don't feel like washed out. And I don't ever need to put lip liners. When you do these exercises, it really lifts and strengthens the lip from inner out. So when you put the lipstick, you're not touching something very soft and gushy. You're actually touching a muscle that is worked out. So what are your thoughts on like facial creams and just like facial products, like collagen moisturizers, things like that? Do you still encourage users to use facial products? I just feel like, personally speaking, I like to make my own serum. I mix a couple things together, and that one of them is vitamin C, but not necessarily expensive products. There are tons of serums and moisturizers out there that they're all the same. I promise you, it's just you're buying the packaging and you're buying the brand. If you look at the content of a lot of the products that are out there are very similar. I don't use cream in my face ever, but I do use serum. So I use a couple of drops of serum that I mixed with the vitamin C, some stem cell from a green apple, and sacha inchi oil. I do make my own like serum type of thing in the morning, about a couple of drops around my face and my neck, and at night. That's it. I don't wear like cream, like moisturizer. I just feel like things that are heavy for me, even if it's the best product, it clogs my pore. And I all my life suffered into my 40s from acne. So I was breaking out consistently. So I felt like when I use product, that I don't care what they wear, how expensive they wear, any product I use that was like too thick, it just made my skin break out more. So I learned in my life that what I eat it's what brings out to my skin. So I eat very healthy. I take a lot of vitamin C, limes and lemons throughout my day, and you've seen how I eat. So I'm more vegetarian. So fresh juices, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. So I know that what goes in, they say, reflects out. So that's one. And the second thing is, when you exercise, even if it's one time a day, you're actually pumping from inside out, and you're increasing circulation to this very, very vascular region. But this is doesn't even tell the truth. This only shows the arteries that go, the main artery that passes in that region to our facial structure. So when you pump, you're actually increasing that circulation. And when you move the lower jaw forward, you're actually opening that roadmap. And another thing that I felt after doing it is I feel like I'm so relaxed. I want this to, you could just run this show.
Being relaxed is what helps you stay youthful, because if you're stressed, stress can literally kill you. So if you're like always in that sympathetic state, it can actually age you a lot quicker. So being able to tap into your parasympathetic nervous system with the BLAFit appliance is just only going to benefit and help you slow down that aging process.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You can see that I'm so relaxed, yet I'm energetic, but I'm relaxed. Like exactly what you said, going back to parasympathetic nervous system, when you're in that relaxed mode, just opening that roadmap, the picture I showed you, and opening the circulation to your face and your brain, your head, that even that 3 of those repetition is enough to rush the blood to your face, rush the blood to your brain, and puts that brain and the face into very calm mode, where you're not angry anymore, where you can actually have more clear thought if you're at work. So I hope that when we meet with you on the 5-minute, one of the things that I emphasize is that add the breath to this workout. Now you have a physical therapy, yoga, anti-aging for your face, all in one place, and increase life and immune system. Because if you do this before you sleep, you're going to have a deeper sleep. If you do it in the morning when you wake up with your jaw clenched, you're unclenching and at the same time pumping and getting yourself ready for the day, and basically opening up the circulation to the brain.
Yes. And we talked about that there's 2 exercises to prevent aging. So we've only talked about the vertical exercise. Before we go, can we demo the horizontal one for them?
So the horizontal exercise, I don't call it a fundamental exercise. If you had to do one at your desk at work, I would say do the vertical, because it does everything and opens up the circulation for your blood supply with that jaw forwarding. The horizontal is really good for people that have lines around the corner of their lips, or their lips is downward and they want to just lift that, and other way other than exercise is injections. So this is going to do it. So for those people, I would tell them to do more longer horizontal exercise instead of just worrying about vertical. So in general, in our instructional pamphlet, it says 30 seconds and 30 seconds. So let me show you how the horizontal exercise looks like. Again, we're going to hold the tip. We're in open and we're only using the muscle in the corner. We're not activating our upper or lower lip.
Notice how the movement isn't so drastic. It's not like she's bringing in the sides of her mouth all the way in. She's only bringing in the handles about like halfway, and then releasing.
So I held it. You feel these corners lifting.
Oh yes, I feel the cheek muscles like working so hard to do that movement.
Yeah,
and
it's just amazing.
Something that's really common when that people used to do a horizontal exercise, it's, if you notice, she had a very like a wide mouth, she maintained that shape throughout the entire time. And that is really important to keep that engagement of the muscles, because if you get lazy and you basically essentially close your mouth and just bring in the handles together, you're not going to see that benefit that you want to like lift the cheekbones and elongate the smile.
Exactly. And also that may create some more wrinkles.
And that can cause wrinkles. So it's actually going to go backwards. So definitely make sure that if you're uncertain, you don't know if you're doing it right, or you just have a couple more questions, do connect with us. Do make sure you take advantage of your consultation with your training with us, so we can like teach you, give you any tips or guidance on how to like do the movements correctly. We want you to get results, and that's a reason
we're connecting with you. I promise you, we're sitting in my practice right now. There's nobody walks into my practice without paying hundreds of dollars to sit with me for me to help them with their TMJ and sleep disorders, or their children or themselves orthodontic needs. This is I can't put price in that 15 minutes you're going to get with us. You're going to hear a lot, you're going to learn a lot, we're going to educate you, and that's something that comes with the product. And the reason we have that to validate that this product works, and I'm 100% behind it. And that's why I'm giving my time for you not to be bothered with, I mean, people can advertise. If I spend a lot of money, I can put maybe a very good advertisement that convinces people to buy, and they don't know how to use it and they don't take advantage of it. But I rather put that money and spend the time with you, because my passion is for you to learn and to improve and to learn all the benefits this small device, yet very, very smart device, will do for you.
Very powerful. Absolutely. So if you have any other questions, you can feel free to shoot us an email. Our email is order@blafit.com. We're always there. We tend to respond within 24 hours. You can also find us on Instagram, BLAFit, and messages there if you're interested, or even just shoot us a message through Amazon. We're always here to answer your questions. I know sometimes some people can feel a little skeptical because there's not enough knowledge about like facial exercises, but just know it's backed up with tons and tons of research, tons of knowledge from Dr. Miriam. And so many people can vouch that it has worked for them. I know it has helped me. My family uses it, so definitely 10 out of 10. I recommend it.
Thank you, Natalie.
So thank you, everyone. We'll see you here next week.
Have a great day. Take care.
Bye-bye.